Welcome, welcome, welcome to Love and Marriage DC Reunion Part 1. And this is actually my second video on this. I did another video just on Monique's statement she made at the reunion. So if you didn't check that out, please check it out. At the end of this video, there will be a link and you can click on it. But this video right here is simply to talk about Miss Wynter and Miss Ashley, because they lit up the screen on the second half of the reunion. They really did. When Miss Wynter came out on stage and she had her little sign that said a friend of the cast, she was making a statement, and it was a good statement. Basically, she was saying, how can the friend of the cast steal the whole show for the season? Because honestly, the two stars of the show this season were Ashley and Wynter. Whether you team Ashley or you team Wynter, they the ones that brought some of the interesting conversation, the drama, and whatever else you want to call it to the episodes this season. It doesn't mean I didn't enjoy everybody else. I actually did enjoy Erana's story. I love to hear what's going on with her and Jamie. I love to see the things she's going through with her family. I actually enjoyed the season. I do think that they need to bring on maybe one other married couple, or maybe someone that's engaged, a long-term relationship that they're going to try to get married. Instead of just having the three couples plus Wynter, I think they need to have at least four couples plus Wynter. But I definitely think they need to bring Wynter back, because I do think that she adds something to the show. But Messy Carlos was trying to stir it up behind the scenes when he was going to everybody's dressing room talking to Wynter about why you think it's so much controversy if you just a friend of the show. Basically saying, is everybody jealous of you because you stole the show, you stole all the chatter all season? And you know what? Wynter was eating it up because she tries to say she didn't like it, but she likes it. She likes the attention. Some people say, you know, all attention is good attention, positive attention, negative attention. Well, whatever kind of attention it is, I can tell that Ashley liked it. I mean, I'm not sorry, not Ashley. I can tell that Wynter liked it. But first of all, they was in Wynter all episode long on this reunion. They were bringing out books on her, trying to catch her in all type of contradictions. And I'm sorry to say, Wynter, there was a lot of contradictions. The first one was Monique was trying to sit up there and talk about, I'm not really even friends with Wynter that much. But I have to get on Monique for that. I don't like when these reality stars bring people on as a friend, and then later on when they break up with the friend or don't like the person, they come back and talk about, well, we really wasn't friends at all. Well, then you shouldn't have told us that. You should have told us the whole story. She tried to make it seem like she and Wynter had been friends for a long time and they were pretty decent friends. Now we find out all it was that she's known Wynter for 15 years, but they're not really friends, and that Wynter never really calls her for anything, or they don't really talk unless Wynter wants something. So it sounds like she's trying to say that the only time she and Wynter really hang out or hung out was when Wynter wanted something. So I guess she's trying to call Wynter come up, or trying to come up on her. I don't know, but that sure is a different story now, Monique. But they did catch Wynter on this whole ministry versus relationship coach, because let me tell you, when Wynter did come on, she first was talking about she was a relationship coach. But I think that was what she led with when they were first about to film, that she was a relationship coach. She quickly pivoted from being a relationship coach to being a spiritual advisor or something or another, spiritual coach and a minister. That must have happened after the stuff with Kevin happened, because I think she realized it's going hard to be a relationship counselor when you just going through all this mess in your own marriage. Because you know what? If Wynter is a minister, what she needs to learn how to pray for is the gift of discernment. Because I don't know where the gift of discernment was when she picked this guy to marry, because it was red flags all over the place. She didn't verify anything. I guess he led with his whole ministry and he was a Christian, and she fell for that. She fell for the money stuff. She fell for a lot of stuff. She fell for where the guy was living. She never verified where he was living, or that he was really living with his parents and it wasn't his house. She didn't do any verifying. So you know what? She obviously don't have the gift of discernment. She need to pray for the gift of discernment in her ministry. To be honest, I also think that Monique started a lot of this mess, because when Monique was going in between the two ladies at first, in between Wynter and then in between Erana and Ashley, when Monique went back to Erana and Ashley, she would put a little extra hot sauce on the statements. She did. She would take what Wynter said, and then when she went back to Ashley and Erana, she added hot sauce to it, and that kind of helped inflame the whole situation even more. So although, you know, it ended up being a big old thing between Erana, Ashley, and Wynter, I'm gonna tell you, Monique also had a hand in it. I thought she was doing it because she just wants to like spice up the season, wanted some drama so her little hits, her series could be a hit, and they can come back for a season 2. But now for her to get here and hide her hands and say she didn't have nothing to do with inflaming the situation, That ain't right. Monique did have a hand in it too, because she went back telling stories and adding hot sauce to it. But when Wynter started calling Erana and Ashley gutter Barbies, I said, oh, good Lord, that is just too low, Wynter. And she started talking about gutter Barbies or people who are pretty but aim low. That's horrible. So now you're trying to say that their husbands, Jamie and DJ Quick, are aiming low. But what are you then? You would be a gutter Barbie, because we already know your man is definitely low on the totem pole. So I don't know how she could be calling Erana and Ashley gutter Barbies when her choices in men haven't been any better. Just like Ashley said, you married a man, he had 2 babies on the side from you, and you were still married to him. This is crazy. I don't know why she would be throwing these sticks and stones at these ladies when her stories are worse. And then Ashley was getting hot. Both she and DJ Quick was getting hot, and Ashley started calling her a B and all these other kind of things. And then Wynter had the nerve to say, don't be calling me out my name. Girl, you just called them gutter Barbies. And now you talking about because she called you a B? I'll be honest with you, I don't know what's worse, a B or a gutter Barbie. I'm thinking a gutter Barbie is worse than me calling a B these days. To me. And then she says, and then Messy Carlos asked her, well, do you have really any more information, T, on the fact that DJ Quick or that Jamie were cheating? She goes, yeah, I do. And they go, well, what is it? Tell it. And she goes, well, I don't want to be messy and tell her, well, you are already messy. The fact that you have brought it up to say that you have information, that's messy all by itself. Now, it's not taking the high road because you don't give the actual details. No, you've already taken the low road. You took the low road when you brought it here to the table. So now to say you taking the high road, the high road ain't available once you already taken the low road. But when they start talking about this toothless man that so-called Wynter's about to be supposedly sleeping with, when Ashley starts saying you walking around talking about you celibate, when we got information knowing that you sleeping with this toothless man, and DJ Quick start calling him B, talking about he better not show up on the scene in the street because he gonna handle him, and that he's the one running around telling all these stories about DJ Quick cheating on Ashley. But I was already saying, where is this toothless man? Is it here? Is it this man? Is it this man? Where is the toothless man? Because I want to know who is the toothless man that's a B and run around here, because that is funny. Please do not tell me. Please do. I hope it is not true that Wynter has gone from the NFL player cheating on her with the nanny and having 2 side babies with her. Then she marries the fraud guy who is sleeping at home with his mama that doesn't even own a car and so-called embezzled money. Then you tell me she's going to go from there to be with a toothless man. This will be horrific. I sure hope it's not true, Wynter. I really hope it's not true. Anyway, that's it, y'all. Please check out my other video on the whole thing with Monique. Talk to you later. Bye.